So we're just gonna drop all of these. Like one fell swoop. Just
drop all of them in one fell swoop. No, the longer this takes,
the more you're like,
because of recording these 15-minute segments, man. This is still completely weird to me because, like, I'm the guy that said from the beginning, no, there should be 3 hours long every episode.
Yeah.
Right. So, like, the fact that I've been listening to the feedback of the people that tell me what they think about the show. Because not every subscriber has told me their opinions on everything.
Which, again, we still need you guys.
Which,
you guys help us do better. That's all I'm saying. So help as much as possible.
Yeah, please.
Like, give as much feedback as you want. Maddie, I encourage it. Yell at me if you're like, James, you're a piece of shit. I love you, girl.
Oh, you haven't read the comments yet, have you?
No. Dude, I don't even go on our page.
Because, like, mostly she just calls you out for being wrong.
Does she really? Yes. I love it. Please call me out more. I don't care.
No, it's freaking great. No, it's so funny. It's so funny. I mean, like, I'm sure she's called me out, but the ones I remember the most are where she, like, because she'll leave a comment and I'm like, what on earth is that in reference to? And I have to rewatch the episode to find the point that she's referring to. And mostly it's been you being wrong.
Dude, I'm wrong about a lot. I will admit that. I'm the first to admit that. Like, I'll say something and I'm like, I could be entirely wrong.
Which I think, the reason I think it's hilarious is because I assumed when we started this whole thing that we were both going to be wrong the entire time, and then Bear Thing would be here to tell us what's right.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm assuming, like, 95% of the time I'm just wrong.
But he's in Yemen, so when he gets back, that'll probably be the biggest change to the show.
That'll help a lot, because then he can correct us.
The biggest change to the show is going to be that Bear Thing will be here, who's a really smart guy. He knows way more than we do.
I pretend to know stuff. Austin pretends to know stuff. So we just say what we're thinking and what we feel about it and what we think about it.
Part of being charismatic, right, is that
you sell that.
You sell it, exactly. Yeah. You sell your thoughts.
Which you wouldn't know it, but I was a salesman for a while.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yeah, I enjoyed
that. Okay, so we're...
welcome back. So here we go.
Well, okay, so wait, hold on. So in conclusion of that, yes, please give us your feedback.
Yes.
It's weird to me to do 15-minute segments, so I'm not sure that we're going to upload all of these at once, just because it would feel weird as well to upload like 6 episodes in a day.
It would.
Or 6 parts in a day.
But it would probably be awesome at the same time because you could slow down on the other ones and give us time to wait. Because then people have to go through 6 of them.
I would still upload at the regular Tuesdays because that's the Tuesday
You're right.
thing.
It'd probably be better to keep the schedule.
I'm gonna upload 4 of them, right? Because that's an hour.
Then should we actually upload all of these at once, or all 4 of them at once? Should we do intervals? Or tonight we upload.
Oh, like
next
one
week?
a day.
Yeah, exactly.
One a day leading up to Tuesday.
Yeah.
And then here's the actual
Tuesday's
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Okay.
That's the way it's going to be done. And I think this is part 4.
Yes, or 5. I don't know where we're at.
I think this is part 4. I'm pretty sure this is part 4. I'm pretty sure this is part 4.
You're going to watch it, so you'll know what you
Yeah, so this is the final episode of the Thanksgiving special.
Oh,
although, technically, there will be more to the Thanksgiving special that will come out later. So this is a teaser as well to the Thanksgiving special, which I really like because that means that I'm probably...
Can I have time to think about the rest of mine? Because I do like that storyline. I don't know if I have that all fleshed out well, in the sense of being able to describe what I want to do.
Okay, so you don't want to talk... You want me to go ahead and give my take on what the next thing... Oh, man. I was actually trying to go on the trope of me not talking about Star Wars. I was really trying. Well, I was like, I can keep James talking for hours.
No, you can't, because I'm like, dude, I could totally come up with what I want to do with this, but I can't do it all in one sitting. That was all off the top of my head, anyways.
Yeah. So, all right. Is it a dog? Is it a cat? Bear Thing.
The smoke is all in my eyes. So, like, if I'm squinting the whole time, I apologize.
So I didn't think that this week I would be today. Wow, I'm so used to trying to talk in that way.
Yeah.
To talk in that way that since these come out weekly, but since today's a special episode, all these parts will come out.
But now they know our secret. It's the fact that we do all of these in one go.
Is it really a secret?
No.
We're wearing the same thing, sitting in the same position
all the time when we do them.
And then dude, it's not a secret. It's not a secret. The point is to be
really
more.
Wearing the same clothing every single day?
I thought the point was to be more engaging with the audience. To be like, hey, I know you haven't seen us in a week.
Yeah, welcome back. You're right. It is engaging.
It's to be more engaging with them because, like, I like these people.
I don't know half of these people, or do I know half of these people? Maybe
You
I know
probably
half of
know
these
half
people
of
less well than I should like. Sorry.
What is it Bilbo says?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I know half of you. I like half of you less than you deserve, or something like. I don't know.
I know half of you less than I.
No, I know half of you half as well as I would like, and I like half of you half as well as you deserve.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's such a good. Oh man. Welcome to my 111th birthday.
All right, well we're going on the thing about Lord of the Rings.
All right.
Welcome back to Star Wars.
Yeah. So last week. Wow. Yeah. I mean earlier.
Today. Welcome to today. Tonight.
God, this is so hard for me to go back to the old format. I've been so used to doing this
we've
whole
been doing it for like 6 months, 7 months now that you basically have to say last week.
Yeah, exactly. It's very difficult for me. So yeah, earlier, basically to recap, just for my sake, not for their, because they'd probably just watch this. And even if they didn't, whatever, they probably still remember what we did. So you said your whole thing of what you think it should happen past episode 7.
Past episode 6.
Yeah, past episode 6. Now that we did the intro, I start the timer. I forgot to start.
Should we do that way?
Yeah.
Timer after intro?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we're doing 29 minutes right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, timer after an intro. And sometimes the intro takes a little bit longer to get to, so it's nice.
Yeah, exactly. So we still get the preamble.
Yeah.
The weird preamble of just whatever happens to come out of our mouths.
Whatever's happening right now. I'm trying to be better at not shaking as much, or shaking makes it sound like I'm a drug addict. Anyways, I'm trying my best not to be so on the
twitchy.
Camera. Yeah, exactly, twitchy. That's the word I'm looking for.
Don't be so twitchy.
But
dude, these embers, it might not be a fire anymore, but man, it's nice.
I like it.
It's real nice. If we had more wood, we could definitely burn it easily.
If we were out here with this, I don't think I could do this very long. It's cold to me. I'm not a cold person.
I also think it just adds to the set.
The smoke?
Yeah, the smoke. No, I meant the fire pit.
Oh, okay.
I just think the fire pit adds to the set. But we got to figure out a way to do it from an angle or whatever, I guess, that it doesn't when it erupts doesn't just take the whole scene away, so that it's like you only see the fire.
Yeah.
Anyways. So this week we talked about James's idea of, we'll just say 7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit further than
Today.
you.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna go further than you. So we're gonna do my take on what should happen past episode 6.
Okay.
Now, granted, you did things where you were like, this character and blah blah blah, and we open up on Hoth, and I don't have that in mind.
Okay, that's fine.
What I have in mind though is, because I teased it earlier, is kind of Harry Potter.
Yes. You said
right?
Space Wizards.
No, you said Space Wizards.
You said
I said Harry Potter.
Yeah.
That's all I said. So Harry Potter. So let me explain what I mean by that. So in Harry Potter, you have in the movie series it's 6 parts?
Yeah.
7 parts?
8 parts? Something like that. It's
whatever.
Really long.
Whatever, yeah. Yeah. And the big bad guy's Voldemort.
Yes.
Right? And we hear about him starting from the beginning.
See, I don't know the main villain. I don't have the antagonist. I think the antagonist has been so far the
So we hear about him from the beginning. Right? But we don't actually see him until like movie 3.
Okay.
With Tom Riddle or something like that.
Yeah.
And we don't actually see him, but we get ideas of like he is doing things. He's influencing the world.
Involved.
So what I would do is we go to episode 7. It's only been a few years after 6 because I still want that. I like the idea of those gaps between each movie.
Yes.
Because there's gaps between every movie except 7 and 8 for some reason. But that's not the point. That's besides the point.
Yes, that's all.
If I'm doing my thing, we still have a gap,
so
but not a 40-year gap.
Imagine a world where we don't have 7 and 8. This is our story.
Yeah, this is my take on it. So Luke is establishing the new Jedi Temple. So following, like, you and I we're on the same wavelength for that Luke needs to establish the Jedi. Instead of us starting where he's already the collapse of the Jedi Temple. No. We need to see, because here's the way I look at it, right?
That's a bigger jump than any of the movies have done.
Right. The way I look at it, 1 through 6 have been the setup for the teachers of Hogwarts. Right? So like we follow through Harry Potter, we follow the students and their story. So 1 through 6 to me are the story of the teachers.
Is he going to run into other Force users and he's going to like instruct them on how to learn to use?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. He's going to run into other Force users. He's going to basically the way the non-canon books go, not entirely, I'm not trying to completely rip them off, but the thing is, like, there's a good setup there where he literally just basically goes around, and if you find someone that's force sensitive, he starts with the rebellion.
Yeah.
Right? He starts by going through the ranks of the rebellion, and he finds anybody in there that he's like, ooh, you're force sensitive, and he's like, hey, why don't you join my Jedi Academy?
Yeah.
So he's going to get students. Now, those students, because I'm also going to plagiarize these movies, those students are going to be Rey and Finn.
Okay.
And,
we're going to have the whole cast.
Yeah, and, whatever the, what's his name? The fighter pilot? Poe. Poe Dameron, yeah. So Rey, Finn, and Poe.
Is he not in the books? Is Poe not in the books?
No. So
who am I thinking of? It doesn't matter.
So Rey, Finn, and Poe are going to be 3 of those students. But also, we're going to have Janna. We're going to have Jason. We're going to have Anakin, which are the 3 solo kids.
Yeah.
Those are going to be in there.
Would you consistently keep them as the solo kids? Or is this the more like, they are just names that I took from the solo kids?
Okay, if we're going to streamline it a little bit, we can just cut it down to being 1 and it just be Jason. Right? So that there's been enough time that Jason's 5.
Okay.
Right? Because the 2... No, because he doesn't know the 2 old to begin the training.
Anakin then? Should you follow Anakin? Will we have another Anakin story?
That's why I think, no, it should be all 3 of the solo kids, and they should be about 8 or 9.
Okay.
Where the other students should actually be a little bit older.
Yeah.
Like Poe, Rey, they should be about the age that they are.
Yeah,
they should be about 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Right? But then we're going to have other students as well that are varying
old
ages. I'm just saying they should be 15 to 20.
Yeah.
We're going to have the youngest kids, which is Jason, Janna, and Anakin. And they'll be about 7, 8, 5, something like that. You know, where they're a little bit different ages.
Are they still twins?
No.
Okay.
Nah. The twins thing's really cool, but no, I don't think that's important. I think having a little bit of an age difference between them will help their dynamic together.
Okay, yeah, so it's like younger.
And Jason should be the oldest.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason should be the oldest.
So you changed their age.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think Jason should be the oldest. I'm not following entirely the books.
Yeah. No.
I have an idea in my head.
I mean, well, the fact that you already added Rey, Finn, and Poe, you're not following the books at all.
Right. So that's 6 characters that will be the main 6 characters of these next few films. So we're doing a group.
We're doing a group follow.
Yes.
That's hard.
They're the main 6 characters of the next few films. But we're still also going to follow Luke, and we're going to follow Han and Leia.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
I know.
D&D style is the best way to make that movie. It's literally how would each of these characters play in this situation that's going on. No matter where they're at, if they're grouped together or not.
Yeah. So episode 7 is essentially going to be him establishing... Luke is going to establish the Jedi Order. It's been a few years. He's found a few students before we join him. He's already found the temple, right?
Okay.
He's already like, hey, he found an old temple.
At this point.
No.
No?
No, he's still the only master.
Okay, but he's already had other students. So there's going to be
other students.
Are there going to be older students than Rey, Finn, and
Exactly.
Poe? Okay.
Exactly. There's still going to be older students that have been there longer. They're not necessarily masters yet, but they're knights, where everyone else is Padawans.
So they might not even be older than those 3. They might be even the same age as those 3.
But they've been trained longer.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So we're going to have a various amount of students. I'd say at most the temple has 50 students, including the 6 we follow.
All right, I like this.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. So in 7, that's where we start. We pick up with the Jedi Temple, and probably I think we should start with him talking to Leia and Han about the fact that he's like, hey, your kids are really force sensitive. I mean, they come from our bloodline.
Yeah.
I would really like them to join the academy. And then Leia probably has her reservations of like with their kids, they're only blah, 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 you know, and it's like, well, you know, you guys are doing a lot of stuff in the Senate, and you're doing a lot of stuff with war, because the Empire's defeated at this point.
Can I add something?
Defeated at this point. Yeah.
Add something, or change something for you?
Yeah.
I still think you should have Han be the one of those species.
Okay. You think Leia's more into it?
Yeah, but maybe since the family, like, granted, she would still be like, what if they end up like, like Darth Vader?
Exactly.
She would have a slight
what if they end
reservation.
up like our dad?
She would have a slight reservation, but I think Han would have a bigger reservation.
Because magic mumbo jumbo.
Exactly. He's like, I don't want to teach them that. They need to learn real skills, like how to hack.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. So they should both have reservations.
Yeah.
But for different reasons.
Exactly.
And then, I don't even think necessarily in 7 that Luke convinces them.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't even think in 7, or at least the conclusion to the movie might be that they're like, all right, let's give it a shot.
So would it be,
right?
Because
it's still,
a reason for it?
the reason for
Why
their
would-
whole mumbo jumbo.
No,
and all that.
why they would eventually just be like, okay, stuff has happened bad enough that let's do this.
Because remnants of the Empire come back.
Okay, cool. So it's first order.
Exactly.
Okay.
We are going to establish that there are the remnants. Because if right now it's galactic peace, it's been 10 years.
Roughly, yeah. It'd have to be
It's
roughly
been at least 10 years.
They get married in 6, so we could skip at least a year and say another, because the oldest one would be 9.
8, 9, yeah.
Okay,
8, 9, 10.
So then we
somewhere around there.
So we get 2 to 3 years gap between 6 and 7.
No, because you have to wait the 9 years.
Yeah, no. I'm saying 2 to 3 year gap before the kids are born.
Right, but we're picking up where the kids are
yeah.
9 or whatever.
Exactly.
9, 8, and 5.
Okay.
Whatever. And Anakin's the youngest. Definitely got to be the youngest. So they have the reservation. So the main plot of 7 will be Luke training these new cadets, these new Padawan, which is Rey, Poe, and Finn.
Okay.
He'll be training them. They'll do that. I guess the main plot of this would be that just the struggles of academy life, of things where they do, where it's like we're gonna have a group session where we all sit down and we meditate and we talk, and it'll be really slow.
It was just fine. Honestly, people who don't like slow movies, you need to calm down and slow down your life.
7 will be really slow with just one big battle at the end, where all of a sudden the Empire shows back up on some sort of training mission, where it's like, hey, kind of going in a Naruto route, right? Hold on, just to throw Naruto in there, of a route where it's like, hey, you're Genin, so we're gonna send you on a D class mission, right? So he's like, hey, you guys are brand new. Luke's not gonna be their direct master, but the same way that Yoda was every pupil's master, Luke is now every pupil's master. But he's gonna he's the grandmaster. But he's like, hey, but this guy has been in there. But I don't think there should be another master yet.
Could it be an extra one?
At most, there'd be 2 masters besides him.
Would
but I don't know.
Would you take one of the other students who's been there about the same age as them, who would be like, I'm just gonna be here to kind of help along because I went on my first mission and that was rough.
No, it shouldn't have been rough.
It shouldn't have been rough. It was easy.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was like, I went on my first mission. I can guide you through this mission.
Yeah. So that exactly.
Or she can guide you through this mission.
Either way, doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. But here's this character. They won't necessarily be too well established. That's not important because the point of this movie is that we're establishing Rey, Poe, and Finn.
Yeah.
Those are the characters we're establishing.
Okay.
Right.
I already like yours better because there's character building moments. I can already see the character building moments.
We're gonna go through training, through here's grooming, welcome to the temple, introduction to like life at the temple, in the new Jedi Order. Then the reason Rey, Poe, and Finn are friends is because they're put on the same squad, right? Where it's like you guys are training partners, you're gonna work together.
Would you have that moment where they don't like each other, like a quick beginning clip, basically, where it's just like. When kids, or not even kids, but when they first get there, they're just like, and then there's something that just kind of like...
Yeah, and then Luke teaches them a lesson about working together, and that, no, we're all Force users and everything, and we're all... Yeah, exactly. No, you're absolutely right. That should happen. And, I guess the big finale would be some sort of, I don't know all the details. I'm just saying, I'm trying to follow this logic where I feel like this would be the best way to do it. I don't know what all the details are, but this is the best way to do it for us to love these characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
You learn the characters, you like them, you're like,
right. So
characters.
The end of episode 7 would essentially be, we're going to send you on this mission that shouldn't be a problem at all.
Yeah.
But then while they're out there with whatever hey, he's in charge of you guys to help you out with this stupid mission that should be completely irrelevant.
Go get your crystals.
Yeah, make a lightsaber. Sure, why not? I feel like it's a little early, but yeah, exactly.
Hold on.
Yeah, good point. Good point. They're old enough because they're 15.
Yeah, they should totally be making their own lightsaber.
Yeah, so it's time to make your own lightsaber. You're gonna go gather your crystals at this place, and then boom, the First Order is there, and it's like, oh my God, the Empire's back. And then these 3 students with their master have to fight off this thing to just escape. Not even win. Just to be like, we got to get back to our ship or whatever it is. We get our Kaiba crystals.
Then your story would definitely be more of like, once you get there, it's like, oh my God, we got to inform the Republic and everybody else that these guys are still here.
Yeah, the Empire's still here. Because at this point, they think they've won completely.
Yeah,
They think there's been peace in the galaxy for at least 10 years.
And the First Order has been hiding in secret, the remnants of...
And rebuilding a super weapon.
That's awesome. Okay, yes. Because then you can still go with Star Wars. The fact that I love it.
Exactly.
I actually love it.
Okay. So it ends essentially with the person that helped them, that was supposed to be their guide, dies. The three of them learn to work together to get out of the situation, to escape back to the temple.
Okay.
And then the movie concludes at the temple with, I'm gonna steal from 7, to them walking up to Luke. Luke's facing away from them, maybe making on a desk or something like that, doing something. And they're like, the Empire still exists. And then he turns around and removes his robe and looks at them. And the movie ends.
Okay, yeah.
Right?
I like it.
Right.
If we come back in 8, it'd be him be like, no.
No. That's not where we come back in 8.
Because I would love it if you ripped that part off too. It's like, nah, it's not important. But instead of nah, it's not important, it's like, no, you're wrong. They're dead. They're gone.
Right, but so we come back in 8. We're going to have a few more years pass. Because...
you're going all the way through yours. I'm excited.
Yeah, so we come back in 8. A few more years have passed. Remember, at some point before the climax, we established that I actually don't think it should be that the Empire comes back. I said that earlier.
Wait. Can we not go to 8 right away? Because I have an opinion.
Yeah, we don't have to go to 8 right away. The episode's ending.
Well, let's flesh out 7 for a second.
Yeah, you got a couple minutes. All this smoke.
I know, dude. It's insane. I love it.
Yeah, go ahead. You got a couple minutes.
All right, so in 7, what is happening with Anakin, Jason, Jaina? Like, are they involved in this at all? Because I feel like having them as a thing is still important enough because
They are going to be involved in Han and Leia's story. And Han and Leia's story is going to be following what 1, 2, and 3 did, where it's very political.
Okay.
They're going to be in the council and dealing with all
trying
these
to
people.
rebuild the Republic.
Exactly. And they're going to be there too, like basically listening and learning from all this.
Are they going to be
But they're going to have their own little adventure.
Are
right.
they going to be more are they going to be more politically inclined where like there's certain Jedi who are like, I'm great at being an ambassador in this because I grew up this way. Because like think about it like Darth Tyrannus, or as other people who don't watch the movie, freaking Count Dooku. Would they be more that way?
The problem so like the A story is Luke training Rey, Poe, and Finn as Jedi. All 3 of them are Jedi. Already way better than what 7 did, because all 3 of them just be Jedi. That'd be so
anyone can
dope.
pick up a lightsaber. By the way, that's the part that bothered me the most.
Right.
That Finn picks up a lightsaber. Like,
anyone can pick up a lightsaber.
Anyone can pick up a lightsaber, but like training on a weapon like that, I don't care if you got gun training. If you pick up a saber, like they never showed that the stormtrooper.
First off, I don't care what the
toys
toys say. I don't care what the toys are like or whatever. No, in my belief of how Star Wars works. No, never mind. I gotta take that back because of episode 4. Because of episode 4. I was gonna say you can't turn it on without the Force, unless Obi-Wan turned the lightsaber on for Luke in episode 4.
He turned it on. There's a switch.
There is a switch.
There is a switch. So like, I'm fine with anyone being able to turn on the lightsaber, but like my problem with that is that vibroblade training was a thing that Mandalorians did.
Yeah.
And so like they could use lightsabers because they're like, I can't use the Force, but I can at least use a sword. And vibroblades were light, able to block lightsabers, and they knew how Jedi's fought. So sword training was a very important part of being a freaking Mandalorian.
Okay, all I've got for so A story is Luke with Poe, Rey, and Finn training them a little bit, and then them going to this thing, and the big thing happens with the New Republic. The First Order is back. That's A line, and then the B line story is the Jedi Council, or not the Jedi Council, the Republic trying to reestablish order in the Republic with Han and Leia, and then the C story is Jaina, Jason, and Anakin dealing with Jawas.
Okay.
Right, I don't know exactly what to say with that, but like it's something.
It could be goofy, it could be fun, it
yes,
could be light.
Yes, exactly. It's a small little story where it's no big deal, but maybe maybe they have a BB-8.
Oh, maybe they should have a small moment where it's like
they have a BB-8. They have a BB-8. How about this? Right, they have a BB-8, and Jawas take it. Right, and so then they have this little plot line where they're like, we got to get our BB-8 back from these Jawas.
Yeah, it's a
and it could be dark because they get to the point where Anakin kills someone.
Yeah.
With the Force.
Dude, yeah, that'd be perfect.
Right? Anakin Solo, because the Jawas are like, no, and they're fighting, and they don't speak Jawa,
So
and they're trying to explain, no, this is our droid, and you stole it from us. And they're like, no, this is our droid.
And then Anakin just accidentally pushes them and kills him or something.
Or just chokes him to death. That's what I think.
Oh,
Anakin
force
chokes him.
Maybe it's his BB-8.
Exactly, it's his BB-8.
And he's like, no, I want it
kills
back.
Him. Yeah, and he kills the guy. And Jana and Jason are like, oh,
yeah,
crap.
they should definitely have that moment of, we weren't supposed to do that.
Right, but they won't tell their parents.
Yeah. No, because that's a secret. That's a family moment of secret.
Right.
Where you're
they won't tell their parents. So there you go. A plot is Poe, Finn, and Rey find the First Order and have to report back to Luke. B plot is whatever's going on in the Senate, which would be just essentially trying to reestablish order in the galaxy. I'm not going to go in detail to that. That's something completely but to take from 1, 2, and 3, because honestly, the older I get, the more I like the fact there's politics involved.
Yes, I love that. That was one of my favorite part about 1, 2, and 3, where it's like we get to see the world and the fact that there's politics, there's this,
and so there should be politics because that's what Leia does best. She's a politician.
Yeah.
And now Han the whole time will be doing politics, but he'll also be like, "This is freaking dumb."
Yeah, I was gonna say he definitely should hate it. He should hate every bit of that. I'd be like,
why doesn't he want to listen to you? Because this makes the most sense, and that's why she's like, "Just shut up, Han. You don't have to talk during council meetings."
Exactly.
Okay, and then Jana, Jason, and Anakin's story where they're trying to save Anakin's BB-8, and then there you go. So that's conclusion of 7, and my episode 7 would be called The New Jedi Order.
All right, cool. Because we have 3 minutes left of this.
Oh God, so this is a long episode.
Yeah, because we have 3 minutes left, I do have a little moment. So what I was thinking is we can cut this. But we don't have to.
I'm not going to cut it if it's footage.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I was thinking, since we're doing this, instead of doing it in one fell swoop, we should have moments to think about it and do it episodically. Since we can start it with this, and then we can have our next episode Christmas.
I'm already ready for 8 and 9. I already know where I want this to go.
Well, that's fine, but we don't have to do it all in one.
We're doing it right now.
It'd be fun to do them in well, then you're doing yours right now.
I don't give a crap. You can do yours whenever, but I already know what I want for my story.
I'll do mine Christmas.
All right.
I would like it.
Freaking, I'm out of here.
If we're doing this stuff, then it'd be fun to do it that way. Bye, everybody. Have a great evening.